childhood trauma, unrequited love, college mishaps, and pandemic woes. While these topics may seem wildly different, they all have a place they can call home in Unsent, the Letter Project. Started by USC senior Isabella Escalona, students can find a pop up tent every other Monday and Friday next to Tommy Trojan or Hekiba. There, they'll find supplies to write their own anonymous letter on any subject they want. Once students finish their letter, they clip it onto the tent and walk away, leaving it behind for others to read. Even in our digitized world, the use of pen and paper remains attractive to some students who are turning to this physical medium to write out what they never had the courage to say out loud.
I used to do a thing where I would kind of like write a letter to myself every month and then kind of like read back on it and be like, wow, like this is who I was. Because like, I don't know, I think to like sort of have this kind of pop up unexpectedly and you're like, oh, I should write something. And I feel like it kind of captures like the state of mind that you're in at that point in time. And I feel like it's really beautiful because it's like there's no physical or tangible way for you to see who you are as a person until like you put it down on paper. And I feel like it's just so beautiful to see that like people kind of read these things and like these are complete strangers and you don't even know their names, but you kind of like internalize things and you learn things from strangers you don't even know. And I don't know, I just think to be a part of it is just so beautiful.
What started out as a passion project has now blossomed into a monthly ritual for some students who use the space to reflect on themselves, their emotions, and their actions.
Wrote one to like my old best friend, and I just feel like when we write things, there are things that we're feeling and experiencing that are often like not verbalized. And so when we're able to sit down and reflect and write out pen and paper, it's very intentional about the things that have been going on in our minds, but we don't actually like connect with them until we're able to see them like come out into fruition in the format of like language. It's very important to be able to forgive. I would say that's the most liberating thing about this life is even though like we don't necessarily control what happens to us, we can control how we see things, and we're able to like set people free regardless of what happens to us. I think that's the most fulfilling experience, being able to be like, no matter what happens to me, I have the capacity to forgive. Just writing forgiveness letters is like one of the most amazing processes about life, and just being able to, yeah, forgive people and love people unconditionally.